Na-mention ni Colonel Estrella na nakita niya si Mans Carpio bumisita sa customs. Nakita mo ba si Mans Carpio ever sa customs?
Yes, Your Honor. I met him once at the office.
You met him once at the office. Okay. Si Paulo Duterte, sa pagkakaalam mo, has he ever entered the Bureau of Customs premises?
No, Your Honor. I've
As
never
far as
seen
you know.
him. Yes.
As far as you know. Kilala mo ba si Chris Bulastig by name or by face?
I know Attorney Chris Bulastig by
Yes.
name and face.
Name and
I've
face.
also been introduced to him personally.
Okay. Kilala ba ni Commissioner Faildon itong si Attorney Chris Bulastig as far as you know?
Yes, Your Honor.
Magkakilala sila.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, let me now shift to Attorney Mans Carpio. May kilala ka bang Ahmed Quizon na LTFRB ng Cebu City?
I do not know him, Mr. Chair.
You do not know him. Okay. So, ikaw, Vice Mayor Paulo Duterte, may kilala ka bang Yusek Maria Catalina Cabral ng DPWH?
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
Wala. Meron ka bang kilalang taga-road board na Executive Director, Chito Clavano?
Kilala ko po, Mr. Chair.
Kilala mo? Okay. Kasi ito yung nangihingi ng 20% sa mga congressman at ikaw ang nini-name drop. Okay? Yung mga congressman ang nagsasabi, sir eh. So, yan yung sakop yung galamay, ano? Anyway, tinanong ko lang yan, just to be sure. Ngayon pupunta tayo kay Attorney Mans Carpio dun sa kanyang accounts.
Do we have a new resolution on the road board? Do you have a new resolution on the road board investigation?
I think there is an ongoing hearings on the abolition of the road board. There is a bill on the abolition.
Then
of the
that
road board.
matter should
It
be
was
taken
heard
up
last week.
in that, because I don't remember having a resolution under the present Blue Ribbon investigation,
I've already shifted, Mr. Chairman.
unless somebody will file a resolution to that effect.
I've already shifted, Mr. Chairman. I just placed that on the table. Anyway, dito sa accounts ni Mr. Mans Carpio and Sara Duterte. Meron ka bang accounts sa Metrobank? Sa Kayamanan branch? Yes, sir. So, meron ka bang bank account sa Metrobank? You don't have to read it. You don't have to read it kung hindi mo maano.
Mr. Chair, I'm not familiar with Kayamanan Branch.
No,
I don't know
okay.
where is that.
Metrobank, in general. You have.
I have no knowledge, Mr. Chair.
You have no knowledge. Okay. Dahil dito, dito sa mga documents dito, yung mga deposits dyan, anyway, I'll be distributing this to the media, ano? Hundreds of thousands and millions, ano? And meron ka bang BDO account sa Davao City?
I have a BDO account in Claro M. Recto Avenue, Mr. Chair.
You don't have any account in Davao City, is this Rizal? Riza.
I'm not familiar with RISA, Mr. Chair.
You're not familiar. Okay, anyway, just to abbreviate this portion, let me show you the total. The total here, as of late 2015 is 121 million pesos. Do you admit or not that you have such an amount?
Mr. Chair, I invoke the bank secrecy.
Ba't ka natatawa? Ba't ka natatawa, Attorney Carpio? I'm asking you.
I invoke, Mr. Chair,
Okay.
the bank secrecy.
Yun, magtatago ka rin lang pala eh, tatawa ka pa. Ngayon, so, you're not disputing itong aking allegations? You're not disputing it? Are you disputing it? Attorney Carpio.
I'm disputing it, Mr. Chair.
So, mali ako rito. Is that what you're saying?
That is your interpretation, Mr. Chair.
No, kasi kung dinidispute mo itong ina-assert ko, ibig sabihin, it follows na mali ako. Attorney Carpio?
I already answered the question, Mr. Chair.
No, we can, as I mentioned earlier, this is not the court. We can answer it, you can ask it again for clarity. And malay mo, magbago isip mo. Mahirap sagutin, ano?
I'm disputing it, Mr. Chair, because I don't have that much money.
So,
That's
okay.
why I was smiling earlier.
Okay. So, if you're disputing
Mr.
it,
Chair.
I have a pro forma copy of a waiver here. Are you willing to sign it? This question is also addressed to Vice Mayor Paulo Duterte. Anyway, kung mali ako rito, then the whole world will laugh at me. Are you willing to sign it, a waiver? Andi rito. Ito na.
Mr. Chair, I'm not willing to sign the waiver
Yan. Ikaw,
because
Vice Mayor.
I'm not familiar with those figures, Mr. Chair.
Precisely. If you're not familiar, therefore, mali ito. There's nothing to be afraid of. Kung wala yung accounts niyan, then there's nothing to be revealed.
Mr. Chair, there's nothing wrong if I don't know.
So you're not willing to sign a
Mr.
waiver?
Chair.
So you're not willing to sign a waiver, Attorney Carpio, to show to the whole country that wala kayong ganyang halagang amount na nagtatatawa ka nga eh, parang it's preposterous. But,
Excuse me.
yes.
I would again ask the senator to refrain from editorials. Anyway,
Okay.
we are only going to go for the facts, not the editorials. So please refrain, because it doesn't give a good account of the Senate that when you're asking a question, you're conducting editorials, that you're going to bring it to the media. It's unfair to the witness. I think the witness have already answered, and if you want to ask one more time for clarification, you may do so. But let me just tell you that your time is up, and I would let you go
Okay.
if you are going to continue with sensible and questions on point. I'm giving you so much leeway already, and just so that there will be no questions. Precisely, I invited these people for you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. So, the answer, Attorney Carpio, you're not willing to answer, to sign the waiver.
Mr. Chair, I already answered. I'm not willing to sign.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, I would address the same question to Vice Mayor Paulo Duterte. Are you disputing the
Mr. Chair,
figures
I have
that
the same answer. I'll not sign the waiver.
you're not willing to sign a waiver? So you're not disputing it? You're not disputing...
I'm disputing it. I'll not
You're
sign
disputing
the
it.
waiver.
But you're not willing to sign the waiver kasi baka mas malaki pa ang lumabas. Ganun ba?
Again,
Anyway,
the editorial. Please refrain from
I'm
the
done,
editorial.
Mr. Chairman.
Try to restrain yourself from the editorials. I know that you are passionate. All right. I'm glad you're done. Is that it? Can we send these people home already? Is that it? Any more questions from the other people? Huh? Because it's,
Just my original concern. Nililigaw ng mga pangyayari. Doon tayo asan yung 1 tonelada ng powder.
That has already been raised, even in your absence. That's how much I love you.
Yes, thank you very much. And what
You
about the
take note,
cancer?
please. You take note. Again, here is Senator Soto reiterating the fact that there is the
Mas
white
malaki
powder.
yun kaysa sa 604
In fact-
kilos na shabu.
In fact, we're having the inventory sent by Commissioner La Peña. All right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If there are no more questions, we shall call the next...
Your Honor, please, may I be recognized?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Your Honor, our Deputy Director for Technical Services texted me informing me that insofar as the 890 kilograms of drugs is concerned, 400 of kilos of which were already turned over to the PDEA upon orders of the court.
All right.
And I will submit a written report about that, Your Honor, in the next meeting.
Read the record, so state what the NBI Director De Guzman stated. Yes, Senator General.
Just on that point, I am very keen in finding out if the provisions of the law on the destruction of the shabu within 24 hours from filing the case and having an inventory within 24 hours from the time possession is taken, if these are being complied with, and therefore I want, Mr. Chairman, may we request that a detailed report from PDEA and BI be given to the committee on this point.
Actually, Mr. Chair, it's 24/72/24. Within 24 hours, should be turned over to the PDEA. Within 72 hours, an inspection should be made by the court. And after the filing, within 24 hours, the goods must be destroyed.
Yes.
Yes, that's very clear.
December pa po ito eh. Yung 800 eh.
That's why we have this problem, because they're taking for granted compliance with these very clear and strict provisions of the law. Very, very dangerous. We're having war on drugs, but these sources
and
are
so
being...
many cases, this is according to the Supreme Court, so many cases have been dismissed, drug cases, because of Section 21, yung chain of custody.
Yes.
Pakaraming nadidismiss yan.
Nung Secretary of Justice sa Kuping, marami pong nadidismiss dahil kalahati na lang napipresenta sa husgado. Pag tinanong po na saan yung kalahati, kinain ng daga. Kaya po linagay, I was the one who insisted on those provisions in the law because of this experience that we had as prosecutors.
Well,
Apparently that is not being followed today.
there's obvious, I don't want to believe that there's rat infestation. There are rats, but it is to be sure.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
they are rats with 2 feet.
I know what the good senator is talking about.
May I be informed on...
Well, President, we do the
binabanggit-
ruling first.
Mr.
PDEA is instructed. You're no longer PDEA, Sid, so don't nod your head unless you're occupying 2 positions. Mr. Balquiedra,
Yeah. Mr. Chair,
yes.
the chemist of PDEA just informed me that there was indeed a quantity that was turned over to PDEA, but it's only 300, Mr. Chair. 300.
Saan? Alin, yung isa 604 kilos.
Yes, Your Honor. Out of the 500,
No, 604 kilos yun.
for the 800 kilos, Your Honor, only
For the 800
yes,
kilos
only 300 was
have been turned over to you. Eh, ba't sinasabi niya 400?
Yes, Your Honor.
NBI.
I just read, Your Honor, as I said, I am reading the text message of the Deputy Director of
Can
our
we be
technical...
clarified in writing?
Yes,
not
Your
in
Honor.
text. In writing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Certified.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll do
Monday.
that.
Is
Yes,
that possible? All right. And I would like to admonish the PDEA, the new PDEA General should be here, Mr. Aquino, because these are vital questions and he should be prepared to answer. Because Mr. Balquiedra, what is your position there?
Chief of Seaport Interdiction Unit.
Chief of
Seaport Interdiction Unit of PDEA NCR.
Seaport
Yes, Your Honor.
Interdiction.
Interdiction.
All right.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
just to emphasize the point, we must warn PDEA, the NBI, that any public official may be punished by life imprisonment by misapplying or failing to account for the confiscated, seized or surrendered dangerous drugs. This is a very stern penalty, and the way you guys sound, it seems that we cannot even account for 100 kilos somewhere floating around. Just a fair warning to all of you that under the law, failure to account for confiscated, seized or surrendered dangerous drugs is subject to punishment of life imprisonment or death if death is available. That is under Section 27 of the Dangerous Drugs Act. I hope that we warn you enough that this is no laughing matter. This is not a matter that you should take lightly. This is a very serious issue. Thousands of deaths have taken place because of the so-called war on drugs, and as I was discussing with my colleagues yesterday, we keep on wondering, if there is so much demand, who is satisfying the demand? Saan ba nanggagaling itong mga drogang ito? Obviously, a big source is our ports, our very porous ports. So this is a matter that we should take seriously, because the penalties under the law are very serious. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
So, Mr.
Yes,
Chairman,
Mr. Soto.
before you adjourn,
How do you know I'm going to adjourn?
you sounded like you were about to adjourn.
That is again editorializing.
Okay. But I have a third eye. There is a concern by the Senate President and myself. So, in the speaking of accounting, when they submit the reports to you, or the brief to you, they will account for the 604 kilograms and then the 898 kilograms that was seized before. And what happened, and we want a report on what happened to the 1 ton of powder in MCLU 600-18801 na container na kasama dun sa 5 na laman daw nung 5 cylinders. Saan na napunta yung 1 ton na yon?
That was already stated because of my undying admiration for you. I already said that earlier. And the NBI, again, I reiterate. Order, please.
Thank you.
I again reiterate the admonition of the Blue Ribbon Committee that we have repeatedly asked you to follow up on the cases, and that we will now call the Secretary of Justice here so that he can report what is the disposition of the cases for drugs. And we will call him also because we want to be sure that he is aware of the fact that if you lose any of the evidence, there are the penalties that are in the law for that. Third, we want to get a complete inventory of what has been collected there, and it must be taken from your report and from the report of what was left behind. And I wonder if you did that, if the so-called consolidators took some of them and sold them. That is not allowed, because there is a crime has been committed and everything should have been taken. Everything. And if that was allowed, that is another offense that we are going to include under those who were responsible for this travesty. In addition to this, the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee has asked the Bureau of Customs repeatedly to submit your list of personnel. Now I'm asking it again because your memory seems to be very sloppy, selective, to be frank. Tulad yan, sa amin pa nanggagaling yung mga pangalan ng hinahanap ninyo. And you keep denying na hindi nyo maalala yun. Ilang kayong empleyado na tinanong namin na nasa taas na hindi nyo maalala yung mga pangalan ng mga hinahanap namin mga tao. At kami pa nagsusupply. We are not a police force. This is a Blue Ribbon Committee investigation, and we can easily, from what has been seen, we can already deduce and judge that a lot of malfeasance has been perpetrated upon our country. Misfeasance galore. Non-feasance is stupendously all over the place in customs. The very fact that these things happen is indicative of the very loose way we conduct our duties, especially in the customs area. To be sure, I will not say it's hard because I don't believe anything is hard if you really work hard on it. And so I would like to request, I admonish you to present all those things that we ask from you. Mr. Maniago, I had a question for you. I will ask that at the next hearing. Please show up on time because we had to look for you. Now,